Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Laid Off Trader. Just want to do a recap of my first week trading with this new strategy and then documenting it. So I'll try to show my screen too on this video so you can see what I'm talking about. But I created a spreadsheet that basically I manually enter basically every trade that I took for the day and then for the week. So I'll try to, as I'm talking now, walk through this and show like on the screen somewhere my trades. So on the first, there was a little bit of a hiccup. So on my brokerage account, for some reason, I essentially accidentally enabled some feature to where like if you click on an option, like in the options chain, it would just instantly buy that contract without opening up the trade, like the order, to where I can specify my quantity of contracts, etc. It just would just buy whatever I clicked on in just one click. I'm like, okay, I don't want that. So in my trade sheet here, on my spreadsheet here, you'll see like some contracts here, like individual ones. You're like, what in the world is he doing? I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Took me a while to get a hang of it. But anyway, Monday was kind of a little weird. So yeah, I took a trade on Tesla, bought it at 360, sold it at 365, made $5. You know, purchased Tesla again at 415, sold it at 425. Again, this is me trying to figure out what the heck is going on with my trading, like my account, my settings. Bought 3 Tesla contracts, and then I think I went in like a different way to buy those. I'm like, I don't want to do it this way. It took too much time, so I bought them at 675, sold them at 670, so I lost $15 total. Bought another contract of NVIDIA 1, lost $30 on that. I lost on the next trade. Bought 1 Tesla contract, lost 15. Bought another Tesla contract, lost 15, and then bought another Tesla contract, made 5. And then I finally figured out the settings. So this was like time had passed, and I like did some research and figured out like I somehow enabled some like instant buy, instant sell, just one click feature, and I disabled that. And then I'm back on track. So I bought 5 NVIDIA contracts at 435 and sold them at 537. So that's making 510 on that trade, which is great, which is awesome. Bought 2 Tesla contracts. Is that right? 47 and 46. I don't know if that's right. That might be SPY. My ticker symbol, I have Tesla. I don't think they're that cheap. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I don't know if that's right. That might be SPY. But lost $2. And then SPY made, 26, and then lost 26 on the next trade, lost 44 on the next trade, made 15, made 16. So overall, on Monday recap, made $411 after commissions. So I paid $29 in commissions, but my total net profit on the day, even after commissions, was $411, and I count that as a successful trading day. So I'm happy with that. Moving on to Tuesday, mind you, now my brokerage settings is normal now, so I'm good. I buy 3 contracts of Tesla at 495. I sell them at 500, made 15. Purchased 5 Apple contracts at 198, sold them at 185, took a $65 loss on that trade. Purchased 5 Apple contracts again at 202, sold at 205, made 15. Basically, this is me trying to feel the market out and enter trades I think that are going to go kind of like more heavily in that direction, and they just don't. So I just get in and out real quick. So sometimes it's like a quick profit, and sometimes it's a quick loss. So if you see like those trades, like, oh, why did he get in for only $15, or why did he lose 65? That's just because like I'm trading with my strategy, and my strategy is if I get in on a trade, I see something, I think it's going to go one way. If I enter that trade and then it starts to go against me, I just go ahead and get out. So sometimes I'm up a little bit of money, sometimes I'm down a little bit of money. So that's what that is, which is fine. I like that because in the past, I would hold trades like losers for far too long with hope that it would go back in my direction, and most of the time it did not. Sometimes it did, but it's just too stressful to just do that because like me losing, like for example, me losing 65 on that trade I just told you about, Apple 5 contracts, bought 198, sold at 185. If I would have just held on to that, let's just say the trade went against me even further. So now I'm down double, I'm down triple, and now I'm down like $400 on that position. And I'm like, well, crap, I wish I would have just lost 65. So Yeah, I don't even really look at the profit loss when I'm looking at the chart and the candles and things like that. Like if I see it go against me, I just go and exit my position right then. So that's what those like small gains and losses are. Next, I bought 5 Tesla contracts at 450, sold them at 520, made 350 on that trade. Purchased 3 AMD contracts at 425, sold them at 409, took a loss of 48 bucks. It's thundering outside. Purchased 5 Apple contracts at 284, sold them at 300, so I made 80 bucks on that. Purchased 2 Nvidia contracts at 665, sold them at 680, made 30, and then purchased 2 Tesla contracts at 636 and sold them at 677, so I made 82. On the day, on Tuesday, I made profit-wise $429, paid 30 bucks in commissions. Excuse me. So yeah, all in all, great Tuesday. Excuse me. Down to Wednesday. Wednesday was my loss. I took a loss on Wednesday. The contracts I traded, NVIDIA and Tesla, were a bit expensive. NVIDIA especially because they had earnings this week, so I guess all that volatility, people trading it, the option price goes up higher. So I didn't have a ton of buying power. Now, mind you, with my strategy, when I'm in and out, like, you know, if it's going against me, I try to get out quick. I don't have that many opportunities to trade multiple times. So, because the contracts were so expensive, I shouldn't have traded NVIDIA in retrospect. But honestly, I was up at one point in the morning, like in the first 5-10 minutes of trading, I was up probably around 400, like 380, I think, 386. But for some reason, I was like, that's not enough. You know, I kind of tried to I guess you say over trade, but I tried to force a couple trades just to go ahead and quickly get over 400. Like I wanted to average over 400. And it just went against me. But anyway, I'll jump into the trades here. Apple, I purchased 5 contracts at 310, sold them at 313, made 15 bucks. Purchased 3 NVIDIA contracts at 664. They were a bit expensive. And sold them at 647, took a $51 loss. I just could not get NVIDIA right on Wednesday. Purchased 5 contracts on Tesla at 425, sold them at 505, so I made $400 on Tesla. Should have just quit there. I swear I should have just quit. But you live and you learn. Purchased 2 contracts of Tesla again at 410, sold them at 420, made 20 bucks. Bought 2 more Tesla contracts at 494, ended up selling them at 495, made $2. Purchased NVIDIA again, 2 contracts at 660, sold them at 642, took a $36 loss. Purchased 5 Apple contracts at 281, sold them at 256, took a 125 loss. That one hurt. Tesla took 2 contracts at 285, sold them at 222, took a 126 loss. NVIDIA, 3 contracts, 665, sold them at 643, took a $66 loss. I don't know what I was doing with SPY. Took a 215 contract at 1 and sold at 194, lost 21 bucks. So on the day, I lost $18, including commissions. That one sucked, but I will say I take that as a win though. And the reason why I say this, in my first video I ever made, I said as long as you protect your capital, even if you enter a bad trade or not have a great trading day, I count that as a success because, you know, I could have just went in and be like, oh man, I want to go over trade now, or I could say like, okay, my buying power is limited now. Now I have to stay in these last few trades for a longer period. I could have went against my trading plan just because I was, you know, losing a little bit of money. So losing 18 when I was up 386, yeah, that sucks. But I saw what I did wrong. I over traded. I took bigger positions because the contracts were technically more expensive than they usually are for NVIDIA especially. And it's okay, it's fine. Like I'm up on the week. That's what I told myself too. I was like, I'm still up on the week. I protected my capital. Let's move on to Thursday. And Thursday, I literally took 1 trade. I took 1 trade on Thursday. I bought 10 contracts on NVIDIA. This is after their earnings. So their contracts are now cheaper. They're almost cut in half. Where I used to trade them on the week, this week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, they were like $600 and something at the money call contracts. They were only $292 the following day. So I purchased 10 contracts on NVIDIA at $292 and sold them at $334, making $420 on that trade. After commissions, I made $410 on the day. So I only took that 1 trade, and I took that right in the morning. I took that literally, I think like 9:30 31 point something, and then I sold it. Literally, I think when I did the math earlier, I think I was only in that position for like a minute, if that. So I was happy with the profit I saw, and I took it. Yeah, I could have held a little bit longer and made a little bit of money, but actually, I think the stock ended up selling off pretty quickly not too long after that. So that's my thing right now. Like with my new strategy, like if I see profit that I'm happy with on an individual trade, I don't sit there and just hope it just goes higher in my favor. I just go ahead and I'm like, all right, I'm up 420 bucks on this trade. Get me out of it. That's an awesome trade for 1 minute of trading. That's phenomenal in my opinion. So I took it. So I took the profit. So yeah, just took that one trade on Thursday. I felt good about it, and yeah, I was happy with that. So yeah, I was done with that. Now Friday, which is today, I took 3, 4, 5 trades today. I took 5 contracts on Tesla at $310, sold them at $362, and that's $260 profit. I purchased 3 Apple contracts at $129, sold them at $117, lost 36 bucks. Purchased 5 Nvidia contracts at $199. Apparently I sold them at $199, which I didn't realize that, but when I went back and looked at my order, that was the case. So I broke even. Technically I lost $5 in commissions on that. But it's all good. It's all good. So let's see here. Then I got back in on Nvidia, purchased 5 contracts at $171, sold them at $224. So I made $265 on that. And then I tried to make a little money with Tesla, purchased 2 contracts at $273, sold at $258, lost 30 bucks. On the day today, I made $439 after commissions. So that's awesome for me. First week with this new journey of just sticking to the script, not trying to overtrade. Aside from Wednesday, that was a little bit of a hiccup. But if I just would have stopped when I was up early, I would have been green on the day as well. But it's okay. You live and you learn. And I'm glad that I remained disciplined on the week. And my total net profit for the week was $1,671. So, you know, the whole purpose of this channel is, you know, like I said in the intro video that I posted, you know, I've been laid off from my corporate job. You know, I've been trying to find ways to make money. Now, I do freelance on the side and work on websites and all that fun stuff. But something about the stock market is intriguing to me because, like, you can take money and you can multiply it. And that's awesome. Now, it's also very risky, like I said in the intro vid. I mean, you can lose a lot of money, too, if you don't know what you're doing. But, you know, I don't know. I'm excited for this journey. Yeah, I'm really happy with the results from this first week with this new strategy I'm doing, and the fact that I'm documenting it and then uploading it to YouTube and social media. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great weekend.